Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with your hosts, Nolly, Poetzy, and Jarom.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the Windy City Bender Podcast with me, Poops, and Nolly. Hey, it's Coach Poops and Nolly. And Jarom.
How's it going, guys?
And Jarom. It's Jarom over here. Going good. Crazy couple days.
A lot better than Ottawa, that's for sure.
Oh my god. What a shit show that is, but we'll get to that in a minute. Welcome to episode 40, The Panger.
The Panger, baby.
Holy
Jumpin.
Very excited about this one. One of the best masks the Blackhawks have ever seen.
Also, one of the shortest players.
Of all time.
Try of all time.
Yeah, try of all time. I love the picture of him and Ben Bishop when they were in the final and they flipped equipment. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that was good.
Good stuff,
Panger.
Mm-hmm. Staying on the whole Blackhawk track, because we always do.
Stock.
Bingo. A couple different re-signings. John Hayden, 2 years, $750K. And Vinny Hinostroza, 2 years, 1.5 per year. Thoughts, fellas?
Happy?
Hayden, perfect.
Solid.
Nailed it.
Solid.
Hinostroza, glad he's re-signed. 1.5. We'll see how he does this year.
Yeah, it's gonna. Either...
I think that's like the max I would have gave him, because I don't know, because I feel like he hasn't done a ton. But then again, like looking at it, he's like the future of the Hawks, and they haven't done a ton with him in the lineup.
No.
So I think he will be a good player. So I think that would have been like my max contract I would give him. So not too upset, but at the same time, I was kind of surprised to see 1.5, especially after Hayden. But he did play a lot more than Hayden. So
well, you and I were talking before this about Anthony Duclair's contract. And the fact that if Vinny Hinostroza gets $1.5 million, what's Anthony Duclair going to get?
Yeah,
and I don't want Bowman doing one of his. I'm going to give this guy $2.5 million for
$3 million.
Yeah, for 2 years, and we get screwed out of any solid defenseman that we may or may not pick up with a free agency or trades or whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing. Obviously, they want Duclair. I want Duclair. He's a good player. And
sorry, what?
I said player. And but yeah, I can't see him making more than Hinostroza. Honestly, he didn't do a ton. I don't think
he's a bigger name than Vinny Hinostroza, so he could be making more.
But at the same, we were saying like in Chicago, he's not a bigger name.
I don't think it really matters that it's in Chicago. I think it just matters that he's a bigger name. Totally.
He's 2 years younger than Hinostroza too.
What?
Say it again.
He's 2 years younger than Hinostroza as well.
Shit. Are you serious?
Yeah, he's only 22. He turns. He'll be 23 in August.
Yeah, well, nobody likes you when you're 23. Good luck getting a good contract. I don't know. I mean, on the Hawks last year, I didn't feel like he also didn't have any puck luck though. Like all year, he had a lot of chances, never put anything home.
He never really stayed on the same line either. They just moved him around all over. Although that's true for everybody else.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
he never really got any consistency with anybody.
2 goals, 6 assists with the Hawks last year.
And he did.
What's up?
Was hurt. Yeah.
His knee went one way and his body went the other.
So I mean, I feel like if you throw 1.5 at him, that's a good deal. Because I was hearing like $1 million for him, and I'd be happy with $1 million.
I'd be ecstatic.
Yeah.
It's more than or less than I thought that was going to happen. So
yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see.
Well, the Hawks still have a bunch of other different UFAs and RFAs left to go. We kind of hit on it last time, but they still got Roosevelt, Cody Franson, Jeff Glass, Victor Svedberg, Jordan Tutu, Lance Boma, Adam Clendenning, with Duclair and Thomas Yurko as well. So
only ones I really want out of that. Cody Franson to actually play in the NHL.
Keep in mind, too, that they're bringing back Tommy Windels. Supposedly.
That's not. If I'm him, I'm not coming back. The way Boston played last year and his role on Boston, I'm not coming back.
Depending on how the Hawks' offseason goes, too.
Yeah, I know, but...
And with the offers, are they going to be able to get away with kind of lowballing him like they did last year?
I don't know. The way he looked last year once he went to Boston.
I don't think Boston's going to give him too much money.
They used him.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to give him more money than the Hawks will. I mean, they're still looking to find somebody to replace Rick Nash. They might be getting Ilya Kovalchuk.
Yeah, everybody might be getting Ilya Kovalchuk. He might be going to St. Louis, San Jose, L.A., like, I don't know.
If they do get Kovalchuk, there's no way.
Tommy Wingles is 30 years old.
What?
He's 30 years old?
Yeah.
Jesus.
He played for a while on the Sharks.
I forgot about that.
Oh, Tommy.
Yeah, Tommy Wingles.
He's gonna make more than his $750,000 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
He'll be at least $1 million.
Yeah.
I would think.
I would say 1.5 would be good for him. But yeah, honestly, out of that whole list, I want Franzen and I want him to play in the NHL.
But he's not gonna.
I wouldn't mind Lance Boma because he looked awesome last year.
He's not coming back.
Yeah, but that'd be nice.
They're gonna re-sign Svedberg. They're gonna re-sign.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to re-sign Yurko. He sucks.
Well, there's already rumblings.
Duclair is the only one that I want.
There's already talks that he's gonna be getting his contract announced in the next couple days, and I'm talking about Yurko.
If that piece of shit makes another $1 million or more, fucking waste.
They're doing nothing.
Waste, absolute waste. Save that and give it to Duclair.
He's the Bowman project. He's gonna get what he's gonna get a stupid contract.
Yeah, you don't even need him on the team. You really don't need him at all. But yeah, like I said, I kind of want Franzen, Duclair, and Boma. That's about it out of that list, personally.
Yeah, I mean that's who I would want as well. But I mean, moral of the story is Franzen's not going to play.
No. No need to waste cap space if you're not even going to fucking play him. No.
Boma, I can see the Hawks picking up again. I don't know if he would want it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, Duclair is probably the only one that's got the best chance of coming back.
Almost a guarantee.
Yeah. So I don't know. Definitely got to be frugal going into the free agent frenzy. So
what was that your word of the day or
frugal?
Something?
Yeah, thank you.
Was it on your desk?
Yes,
desk
it was.
Calendar?
Actually, I have one of those toilet paper dictionary things where it just gives you a word.
You don't.
For every. Well,
you don't have that.
It would be a total Poets move if he did, though.
It's at work.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Don't believe you.
You got me. You got me. So a lot of people are talking about the fact that the Hawks may or may not be in cap hell still going into this offseason. There was a tweet that went out today from V1, the only Mark Lazarus, who, if you haven't noticed by now, we're huge fans of.
Well,
sometimes.
Yes.
There we go. And he kind of threw out a best-case Ontario lineup for the Hawks. And here's what it looks like on the front end for the forwards. First line, Saad, Taves, DeBrincat, JVR, Schmaltz, Kane, and then Eggshell. God, I don't know how to say his name still.
Eggshells,
Anisimov, Sakura, Hinestroza, Camp, and Hayden, with Duclair as the odd man out.
I forgot about Sakura.
Mm-hmm. Keith and Falk on the top deep pair. Murphy, Seabrook, Forsling, Ruda, Gustafson, Osterley. And then Crawford and Hutton in net. And then just assuming that JVR would get $6 million, Hutton would get $3.5 million, and Duclair gets $1.5 million. So this is actually without Falk.
Yeah, you forgot to put Falk in there.
But what we did was we looked at Falk's contract and Anisimov's contract, and they're within, $800,000 or something of each other? 300,000. So they're basically the same thing. So take Anisimov out of there and give it to Falk and maybe put Duclair in.
Did he explain how the Hawks get Falk out of that?
Well,
Or is he just saying this is what I would love the lineup to be?
He's not doing any trades or anything. He's just saying best case scenario here.
Okay.
Like if they could go after JVR and get him and Falk in the lineup and Hutton.
If they had done that, the total cap hit would be at $80.8 million, without even getting rid of Anisimov or Seabrook or Saad, any of those guys. So they're in a decent spot right now.
Well, it's funny you bring that up too, because according to Zawoski of 670 The Score, he says that he's heard that the Blackhawks are making top priority to trade Marienhouse's contract.
Yeah, I heard that.
That just makes me think like they're looking for a huge deal for somebody.
No, they just
they're
don't want
to.
No, they're going to get rid of it because they just don't want to deal with it every summer and have to worry about at the beginning of the year getting somebody, freeing up the cap space every summer, and then once the season's over, throw it on LTI, or once the season starts, throw it on LTIR. Because right now they have 4.73 in cap space, and that doesn't include Hosa's contract, which is 5.28, because in the off season, long-term IR doesn't count.
Yeah.
So I mean, you get rid of that, you have over $9 million cap space, without having to worry about moving things around before the season starts. That's what they want to do. So the legendary Arizona Coyote Marian Hossa is going to join the rest of the greats of Pavel Datsyuk, Chris Pronger, and Dave Bolland. Here's
a team that might be willing to pick that up for one of our first rounders is Ottawa. Because if you think about it,
bring him back to Ottawa.
You know what?
Do that to him with the state that Ottawa's in right now.
Yeah. We don't even want his contract there.
But it's saying Ottawa is looking to trade Carlson and Hoffman, so that would free up nearly $12 million in cap space, and I'm sure there'll be more being dropped.
I don't think they're looking to trade Carlson. I think he just wants to get out of there.
Well, I'm just assuming, okay, just because he wants to get out. They want to trade Hoffman, assuming both those happen. Ottawa might be Ottawa, Arizona, or Carolina. Could be three teams that could eat that contract for us.
Yeah, but like the only thing is Ottawa wants to be relevant. Like they don't want they're not going to be at the bottom of the cap floor like Arizona would be, or Florida, or Carolina even. Like it's going to be one of those three teams pretty much that would do it. And I don't understand why teams do this and help other teams out like this. Like Arizona, why did they do that? They had 3 guys on their team last year rostered that didn't play a single game in their franchise ever. Like, why are you doing this? Go sign a big fucking contract with a big name player if you have that much cap space, and you're wasting that much money. Like you're a low ball, like you're a low market team. I get that, but if you have to get to the cap floor, go fucking sign somebody. Nobody you can throw stupid money at players, and they will sign there.
But you know what, though? A lot of it
stupid money to play in Chicago when they weren't good, and look what happened.
Here is my theory with why teams take that is I feel like some of these teams are looking down the road. You know, they know they're not going to be competitive this year or next year, so they might be willing to take these contracts on to get to that the cap floor. So then they see down the line, just for example, Carlson's a free agent after the season. They take a team, they eat some contract this year, take a contract that will expire next year. So there's the salary cap to, go for Carlson. I think there's more to it than just helping a team out. I think it's a bigger picture.
Also, Campbell did not sign with a very bad Blackhawks team. It wasn't Taves. I mean, they had Taves, Kane, Sharp. Bobby Bullen, Keith, Seabrook. They had everybody that was going, and they had that season before was their first season of being actually legitimate again. They just missed the playoffs.
No, I know, but I'm saying at the time you didn't know where they were going. You didn't know if Taves and Kane were going to follow through. I mean, obviously we had ideas they were first overalls, but I'm just saying he was the first big contract player for the Hawks, and it was because there was a lot of potential, but there was no big name players there, and there was no, in Arizona, there's a bunch of potential there, but there's no big name players. You can throw stupid money at a big name player.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of potential than the Hawks. And the Hawks had 2.
No, I understand that, but
round trips. I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I get that, but it's two different.
But that's how you get
situations.
more big name players to come.
It's harder for Arizona to do that though than it was with the Hawks.
But they can fucking sign 3 different fucking $5 million contracts to throw on their LTIR for 2 seasons.
Yeah.
Why not make it go
because
for it?
otherwise,
who gives a shit?
Otherwise, it's quite obvious that Arizona's looking straight for the future. They're not trying to win right now.
Well, then why did they trade Domi, a younger guy than Galchenyuk, for Galchenyuk?
I don't know, something behind the scenes with Domi, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know. He seems like a pretty good guy.
I think we'll touch that in a second.
Didn't work.
What?
I said we can touch on that in a second. Let's finish Hot Stock here.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting for sure. I think there's a lot of signs pointing to the Hawks are going to make at least one decently sized move at the draft. That's what it sounds like, at least. It sounds like either that number 8 or that 27 is going to end up gone. Most likely that 27 over the 8.
If you could get rid of... If you moved Saad and the 28th for Falk and a prospect or a second-round pick or something like that, I'm not upset.
I'd be okay with it.
I'm not upset about it.
Because then at that point, I mean, who do you put in for Saad then?
JVR?
You have to get somebody. Fucking go after JVR, maybe.
Interesting.
There's a lot of potential.
Yeah, lots of different ways that it can go. That was it for Hawkstock, I believe.
Yeah.
Okay. So NHL talk. Lots of crazy, weird shit happening so far, and only under a little over a week since the final ended. Barry Trotz has resigned as the Washington head coach.
Yeah,
did not elect to go back, and it came out that in his contract, if the Capitals had won the Stanley Cup, he was going to get a $800,000 increase, I believe. $300,000.
$300,000.
So he would be making 1.8 after that, which he would have. And the guy in New York Rangers never coached a game in the NHL is making 2.5.
Yeah,
to start.
So you can't blame Barry for saying thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, that's honestly a slap in the face.
100%.
To Barry Trotz.
100%. Now, I'm pretty stoked right now because I laid down a bet that Barry Trotz would be the new coach for the New York Islanders, and that's looking pretty sweet right now. Barry doesn't want to go too far away from home. The island is pretty close to Washington. I'm just saying, I think that it's going to happen.
I think
that's a big step in the right direction.
It's
for
the
Islanders
smart thing to do.
What?
I said it's a smart thing to do. I think if you're the Islanders, if you're Lou.
Yeah, I mean, it's
100%.
It's the best move you can make for the Islanders. I just don't know how many ties he has there, other than obviously he wants to stay close to where he's at. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know. I mean, obviously they'll throw stupid money at him to get him to come there, but yeah, I don't know. I guess they want everything they can to keep Tavares, so that would be a good move to another step in the right direction, considering that they've been talking for 3 weeks now every day, and they still have no contract with Tavares, which is like, yo, he's not coming back.
I don't think that's what it is. I think that's more so Tavares just being like, show me what you can do first, and then I'm in.
Well, then why is it every single day?
Mm-hmm.
Then why are they talking every day?
I talk to him every day just so like he doesn't.
We'll have cool rally towels like the Ducks did.
I mean,
what are you gonna say? Like, you can't.
I would be talking to him every day just to kind of update him on everything. Be like, hey, Johnny,
$25 right now.
Here's what we're looking at. You know, let's throw this idea by you. How's this sound?
Yeah, I mean, I guess you would just to show that you're still interested.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Just talking every day for multiple weeks now and nothing's getting done. and the fact that the whole season he didn't even want to think about the contract, I can't see him coming back. I think he will, but I just can't see him doing that. He seems like a loyal player, but he also seems like the player that just wants to win as many Stanley Cups as he can, and he can 100% be the next, not be the next Crosby, but he's got that
potential.
He's got that attitude that Crosby has, where it's just the pure like professionalism, where he goes balls to the walls every game, and he's the captain's captain, like the leader of the group, and he seems like the guy that when he wins a cup, he's not satisfied. He wants that next one. And he's won one playoff series on the island. One playoff series. They've gone to playoffs, twice? Maybe 3 times?
Should we make this a bet for the Standings of Irrelevance?
Yeah.
Are we okay? Standings of Irrelevance are restarting now because I lost everything.
You fuck.
Are you kidding me?
Dude,
I was winning by so much.
No, you weren't.
Everything.
All I have left is what's on Instagram.
I crushed it.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
100%.
So,
sure.
okay, you know what? Let me see if I can pull up the Instagram if it's on there.
Oh.
I lost
Yeah,
all my notes on what we actually bet and all that.
I think the last thing that we actually bet on was that we kept a tally of. Well, I guess it was the playoffs this year, but I think before then, I think it was the draft. Or not the draft, the awards last year.
All right, Standings of Relevance. I have the standings, so I'm going to write down what we are betting on, so I have a paper trail of it.
Could we just have it on record that I'm leading right now?
Yes. Okay. Poetz is up 5-2. Nolly's 4-3, and I'm 3-4.
Yeah, winning by a lot, huh? 1.
Huge.
1.
Do I get a point for winning playoffs?
No.
Yeah, we'll give you 1.
Yeah.
We both get L's.
Damn it.
All right. So Nolly is 4-4. Poetz is 5-3, and I'm 4-4.
Batting 500, not a big deal.
That's from yesterday.
Yeah.
So what's the
So yeah,
what's the bet?
what are you going with, Jarom?
What's
ours?
Is he signing or not resigning? Is that the bet?
Stay or does he go? Does he stay or does he go now?
I want to say he's going because it's a smart thing to do, but he's fucking too. He's too loyal.
There will be double. Sorry, we were singing.
These are dicks. No,
Yeah, well,
he's.
maybe come to the apartment and record. You'll enjoy it.
Why don't you come here and record?
Because 2-1, bud. Check the game notes.
All right, I'm saying
so
he's staying. It's gonna be stupid, but it's a dumb decision. But he's gonna stay, I think.
You say he's staying.
Staying, 100%.
I'm gonna be the odd one and say not staying because I 100% do not want him to go there. He's gonna Rick Nash the rest of his career if he goes there, and it's gonna be a fucking waste of one of the most underrated players in the league right now.
I don't disagree with you on that.
But he's also loyal.
He's also loyal, but I think there's a sliver of a chance with Lou Lamoriello at the helm. I think if there's anybody that can kind of turn it around, it's gonna be him.
It's gonna be low.
Nolly, since you said he's the only one he said he's going, I'll give you a bonus point if you can pick where he's going to.
Ooh.
That's not fun.
Ooh.
It's not. It won't. If you get it wrong, it
we
doesn't
all
go.
do that and we all get bonus points.
No, because
he's staying for you.
Yeah. So if you get it wrong, you don't get an L. It's just a extra W possibility.
Well, there's talks they might go to Montreal, but Montreal's too stupid because all they do is get fourth line guys. And they signed Max Domi for $3 million. There's rumors that he might sign a big contract for 1 year in Toronto, but I don't think that Elise will do that.
I don't think he would do that.
I don't think he would do that either. He wants the stability.
That's for a long time.
Honestly, I don't even know where he would go and fit. There's talks about St. Louis.
I've been hearing small market areas is where he wants to be.
Which makes sense because he's on the island, small market guy right now. I don't know. I'd be pissed if he went to St. Louis. Tavares Tarasenko matchup. Like,
Oh,
What about San Jose?
gross. Nah,
Can they even swing it?
I don't
They'd
think
have
he
to
would
get rid of
go out.
Joe Thornton.
Yeah, I don't think he would go out that far west, honestly.
I think a Canadian team if he leaves.
You know what's going to
Or-
happen? I'm going to be pissed off about it.
Or
He's gonna go to
Minnesota.
Detroit.
Or Minnesota. It's a low-key small market.
They might actually make it to the third round at that point.
Well, who knows? He's only won one playoff. I don't know. I don't even want to pick.
You're declining?
I'll just say the Hawks for fun. Because that would be the dream.
How fucking hilarious would it be if that happens?
Yeah, I'd shit on both of you guys.
Yeah, at least I still get a W on it.
Yeah, well, like, no, you don't.
No, you don't.
Oh,
You get the
no,
L and I
you're
get 2
right.
dubs.
No, you're right. You're an idiot.
And I jump over you.
Yeah.
How about them apples?
Oh, that's fine. The Hawks get theirs at that point.
Yeah.
No, not even a little bit. So yeah, that's going on in Long Island right now.
How did we end up there? Oh, Barry Trotz.
Because we're
Barry
talking about
Trotz.
Barry. Max Domi, Alex Galchenyuk, swap, 1-for-1. And then Montreal goes and signs Max Domi for 3.15, 3.175, 3.15. Yikes.
How does the GM
Montreal.
still have a job?
That
Yikes, Montreal. What the hell are you thinking?
trade doesn't make sense to me.
Makes no sense. Alex
Um,
Galchenyuk, what was the shooting thing? Hang on. I just thought.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. His shooting percentage was just stupid high.
But it was low this year. In his career, it's super high.
Yeah, it was low this year because of the amount of, like, he took way less shots or something like that. They have 4 second-round picks this year, Montreal.
They have
Wow.
9 picks overall in the 5 rounds.
They don't have any. They don't have a 6th or 7th, but they have 3/4 and 4 seconds. That is unreal.
including our second.
Yeah. Do you think they go back after Plekanec?
I heard that there's discussions about that.
Be dumb. I mean, I guess it wouldn't be dumb. It was dumb for Toronto to make that move. I'm still pissed about it. Irrelevant. Erroneous. Why did I go to Montreal's page? I don't even know. They have $14 million in cap space, and they have 5 guys that they have to sign still. And they all have 4th line guys. Like, I don't know what they're doing. I really don't.
I couldn't find the tweet, but Galchenyuk essentially took less shots this year, so his shot percentage was down and he didn't get as many goals. But if he had taken he had taken as many shots, but his shot percentage was the same, I think. So if he would have taken more shots, he would have had, I think it was like 32 goals this year or something like that. So, I mean, if the production is still there from Galchenyuk. It's just
He's on a dog shit hockey
He's on a
team.
dog shit hockey team, and he went to possibly an equal dog shit hockey team.
Not really.
But one that's kind of on the upswing.
They were one of the best teams at the end of the year last year, and Ronta had the best numbers out of any goalie.
I honestly think Arizona is going to be one of those teams that I wouldn't be surprised if they suck again this year, but I also wouldn't be surprised if they like sneakily like come within a couple points of a playoff spot.
Yeah.
They could be like Carolina last year, where I thought they were going to make the playoffs, like just sneak in.
Doesn't help that Scott Darling had like an .825 save percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's bring him back.
No, that's dumb.
But yeah, the one for
Wait,
one.
remember when everybody said, let's keep Darling here to Crawford?
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
The one for one Domi for Galchenyuk, very confusing. And then re-signing Domi or not even re-signing, but signing Domi for 3.15 is something special. I think Montreal fans are in a world of hurt here for the next little bit.
How about Carey Price?
Yeah, I don't know.
When he re-signed, I said it was the dumbest fucking thing. And if Tavares resigns, it's the dumbest fucking thing. It's worse actually for Price because
Carey should call Tavares and be like, "Listen, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't fucking do it."
Like it's Montreal. Like at least the Islanders are showing a good effort to show Tavares that they're trying to make something happen. Montreal's just like, yeah, give me all your fucking grinders. We want them all because Carey Price is God. And he can stop anything no matter how many pylons are in front of him. Like, I don't understand what's going on.
I mean,
what a disgrace.
That gif of Carey Price getting pulled and then just staring down the entire bench. Do you guys remember that? I feel like that's going to be his whole season next year.
Yeah.
This will be the first fantasy season that I don't pick him first overall.
No, you still will.
This probably, and this is the year that he actually does well.
Yeah, I know. They're gonna go to the final.
Yeah.
I got 2 more points on Galchenyuk too. One, did you read how he was pretty much talking about how he was talking to management in Montreal about playing center, and they pretty much just blew him off?
Yeah, they never let him try center,
which is his natural position.
Actually, real.
So he's excited about that. And then, did you hear about the allegations against his about his dad?
No.
So here's the tweet: is according to Francis Gannon, it's some French reporter, Galchenyuk's father verbally berated him after every game. Apparently, journalists were witness to this, and Alex was constantly on his phone between periods reading the feedback from his dad.
What?
How fucking toxic is that?
That's pathetic is what it is.
That's a no cell phone rule between periods.
Yeah, no kidding.
100%. Yikes. I mean,
that's brutal.
How big of a child are you? I don't know. That's rough.
Well, in that case, if I'm Montreal, I'm happy he's gone.
Well, maybe that's why he does well. And maybe he was reading less texts from his dad this season. That's why his numbers were down.
Maybe they really started to enforce that no cell phone rule.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Yeah.
Or Plekanec going, and he didn't see the turtleneck all the time, and he was upset. Maybe that was it.
Yeah. I'm probably not.
Yeah, no, probably not that.
Yeah, probably not that.
I was scared when he shaved off his goatee, though. He looked weird.
Looks real weird.
Yeah.
Looks like a short Paul Bissonnette.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Did you see his Instagram story or the Spin Chiclet Instagram story with Bissonnette in Vegas for the award show?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
The Italy or the Venice.
Yeah.
Whatever the water. Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
He's an idiot. All right, so let's move on to the main event here.
Ugh.
Absolute.
Talk about shit show.
Catastrophe. A disgrace upon the name of hockey and Canada.
And they were a goal away from the final 2 years ago.
The Ottawa Senators have found themselves beneath scum in the NHL. It just in the world, really, at this point. Just
I thought,
really
they're Raffi Torresing.
Like I thought it couldn't get worse.
I've been thinking ever since all this stuff has come out. What would I do if this was the Blackhawks? I would be embarrassed. I would be furious. I don't even know what I would do if I was a fan of this team. I don't even. So starting out,
we had the rape allegations for Kane.
Well, yeah, but we all that ended up being okay. But
Just saying.
Still, I mean, this has just been some.
That's one allegation versus all the shit that's going on with Ottawa.
Yeah, I know, which are still allegations, I guess, but these have more fruition to them. Yeah. So first thing,
huge if
true. So starting out with, I don't know, I guess the not so worst one, but still pretty fucking terrible. The assistant GM of the Ottawa Senators, Randy Lee, was accused of sexual harassment when he, I think you were talking about this episode a little bit, when he gave a shoulder massage to a 19-year-old male shuttle driver in Buffalo.
Why is it always Buffalo?
I don't know.
What is going on in the water in Buffalo?
Something in the water in Buffalo. So
I think it's too close to Canada, and the mixture of them and the Niagara Falls, just things get hot and toasted. Have you ever seen Have you ever seen the Niagara Falls at night? The light show is spectacular. Sometimes they get fireworks going. Like, you just gotta grab somebody. Apparently, like, Jesus.
I mean, I guess I read the article, and I guess this kid was pretty shaken up. He didn't say anything at the time, I guess, because, I mean, if you're a 19-year-old kid and you're on a bus full of hockey players and their assistant GM is giving you a fucking shoulder.
Not only that, I guess he was like saying stuff to him, like weird stuff.
And this was all a 1 mile drive from this bar back to the hotel.
Why is he in Buffalo?
It was for the pre-draft combine.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So he was loving all the 19-year-olds at the pre-draft combine.
Everybody with their shirts off doing pull-ups and sprints and.
I mean, it's not. It's. You don't. Like,
It's terrible because compared to the other things that are going on in Ottawa right now, this is like, oh, it's not so bad.
But at the same time,
but
like, you don't know the
all.
situation. Obviously, you shouldn't touch anybody else.
Yes.
He obviously was going from a bar.
You don't touch anybody.
No, but it's like it's older generation type thing where, you know, like, some people like will put their arm around you real quick and, like, you know, give you an arm shake or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, but it's obviously still not okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's one of those things that I feel was, I don't know, guy probably got too lubed up at the bar.
He's just trying to have a good time, but not in that. Maybe in that sense, I don't know.
Who knows? But I mean, it's just not a good situation. I'll tell you what, he's lucky that this guy was 19 years old.
Yeah,
because he probably didn't ask how old are you?
Yeah.
I mean, this kid could easily be a 17-year-old high school kid.
Yeah,
trying to make some money on the side. So he is a lucky son of a bitch that he's over 18.
Weird. Just a weird scenario.
Really weird scenario, and it sounds like the league hasn't
never
done
going to
anything
Buffalo.
Yet.
That's for sure.
Right?
Here, actually, update to that. I just looked it up. The Ottawa Senators have suspended him.
From what?
From the team.
No going out on the.
Yeah, I know.
No going out and getting drunk and touching boys.
That's just that goes to show that it probably happened then.
Yeah, so he can't do anything with the Ottawa Senators or with the club's affiliate, Belleville. Or Belleville.
I thought they were in Binghamton.
No, they got moved.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think we're in Kansas anymore.
No, we're not. And then we move on to possibly one of the worst things I've ever heard before in my life.
So many levels.
Carlson's wife, I can't remember her name right now. Starts with an I want to say like Melanie or something, but I don't want to get it wrong either.
Melinda
filed a restraining order, although they call it something different in Canada.
Peace order.
What's that again?
A peace order.
It would be called a peace order in Canada.
Are you sure it's called a peace order?
Yes.
Right. That against Michael Hoffman's fiance.
Monica.
Due to the fact that I guess Hoffman's fiance created first off, they had a disagreement after one of the games. I guess it was downstairs in the basement of the arena. I guess they had a disagreement like in the garage area. And then I guess after that, what the speculation is Hoffman's fiance created a burner account.
Bunch of them. Yeah,
on like Instagram, Twitter, Reddit, I think, and just started spewing out some nasty, nasty stuff. I mean, obviously, worst being, talking about their stillborn child and how she was happy that they were stillborn. How she wished Melinda. Is it Melinda Carlson?
Yes.
Melinda. She wished Melinda Carlson was dead. Not the time, bro. Not the time. How she wished somebody would take out Erik Karlsson's knees and end his career.
How she was taking pills the whole time she was pregnant.
It's no
wonder why. Yeah.
No, she said it was a good thing that the baby was stillborn, so then he didn't have to come into the world and see his pill popping mom.
And I guess Carlson, one of the burner accounts, commented on one of his pictures, and Carlson went off on it, and it made it seem like he knew right away who it was, and because he said that, like, enough's enough. And
well, I don't know the validity of this or where this information came from, but I heard it on another podcast that they had hired a private investigator, which who wouldn't?
100%.
Who wouldn't at that point?
Well,
to figure out who it is.
Could you imagine, like, doing that and then finding out it's not only somebody you
Honestly,
know, but one of your teammates, like girlfriends that you're around all the time? Like, even if she's making comments like that in person, finding that out, like, I'm not going to the rink.
You had to have an idea, though.
I'm fucking Jack Eichel stepping up, get fucking what's his name off my team.
I don't know.
I don't know.
They had, not that they had to know it was her, because if they knew it was her, they probably would have done something before. But you had to have, like, at least an inkling or an idea of who it was.
There were couple players' wives and girlfriends tweeting out when this
came out. I think it was
out.
Turris, Anderson,
Andrew Hammond,
Cece too. I think.
Yeah, a bunch of them came out and said it's not a surprise
it's
at all.
about time that somebody exposed this girl.
Yeah, Andrew Hammond's wife tweeted out, "Oh man, if you only knew how unsurprising this actually is."
Yeah. Fuck. And then I guess him and Hoffman got into it at locker cleanouts. And Hoffman, not only that, but the guy reaches out and says he sent him an email about it, saying we need to talk. You sent him a fucking email?
Wait, where did this? This is the first time hearing of this.
Yeah, apparently he sent him an email. Reached out to him and sent him an email saying, yeah, we need to, like, figure this out and see what's going on here. Like, 1, give him a phone call. 2, send him a text. Like,
no,
where's the
you're the
email
same team.
And then you talk to him in fucking person. What?
Like, they're the same team. Like, why does it even need to get to that point?
No,
like, why don't they just
like,
directly go to him?
No, as soon as you hear about it and you aren't with him, first you give a phone call.
Fair.
Then you shoot him a text if he doesn't answer. When the fuck does email come in?
No, never.
And
yeah.
Why is that your number one thing to go to?
Especially for something of this stature. Like, so Hoffman has gone out and said that 150% this was not his fiance, which, if he truly believes that, I feel sorry for him if it ends up being true.
Yeah, it's this could end badly in multiple different ways.
Yes, but if he does know that this is her and he's sticking by her side, he's almost a worse person than she is.
Yeah, okay, so there's different scenarios. So 1, he believes her and she's doing it and he has no idea. When he finds out if it is her and he believed her 100% and he had absolutely no idea for real,
you gotta feel for the guy.
Yeah, 1, she's gone. 2, he just lost the love of his life and his best friend, hopefully. And not only that, but you got an asterisk next to your name, and you obviously want to be. You're obviously getting moved out of Ottawa, but anywhere you go,
I think that's a not so bad situation for him from a professional standpoint, from a hockey standpoint, because obviously he had no idea, and then once he found out, he took the correct steps. If this is actually what happens, this is purely all just assumptions at this point. But I feel like there's not so much of an asterisk next to his name, especially if she's gone. If she stays, then yeah. But
and then worst case scenario, he knows she did it, and he's saying all this shit. Good luck getting a job.
Oh, not only in the hockey world, anywhere.
I mean,
good luck getting a job. Who wants that kind of a guy? Because this has made national news. This kind
KHL
of
will take him.
But I mean, I guess the women, like the wives, like hockey wives community is pretty big, and they all talk and they're all friends. Yeah. Like, no way any team is gonna want that guy in their team just to cause drama between the wives, and it'll lead to the locker room every single time. It's not gonna be worth it. So I mean, and then another scenario, she didn't do anything. Then it's like Carlson, like, I understand where you're coming from if she's made comments in person, and obviously other wives have said that it's not a surprise, so she's obviously not the greatest person or does the nicest things.
I mean,
so it's easy to assume, but
You have to think that there is legitimate evidence against this. Like,
before they would come out.
Yeah, like
Carlson,
they did some computer backtracking and was able to find like an email address to link it to or something, you know?
There was a whole thing too about how the only reason this came out was because I believe of a reporter in Ottawa found the stuff. It was like out there when the peace agreement or whatever it's called got official. There was official court documents about it, and a reporter wrote something about it. The Carlsons wanted this to be taken care of behind the scenes, no public publicity to that. So that's right there makes me think that they have enough proof that, you know what I mean? Like, they're not the ones making the big deal about this, and they're the ones whose cards are being told, like, hey, you gotta show your cards kind of situation.
Unless something else happened where they felt threatened by it, or she felt threatened by her, or he felt that she was threatened by her, and they had gotten the restraining order or whatever the fuck it's called that way. I feel like that might be the only other situation where they would get this thing, the restraining order, without her have said all those comments. So I don't know. It's crazy what's going on in Ottawa right now. I can't imagine what it's like to be a fan. I can't imagine what it's like to be a player on that team and knowing that you have to be back there in 2 months and you have to just face all this bullshit flack. God, that's gonna be hell.
Well, not only
Absolute
that,
hell.
neither of them are coming back next year, probably. And Carlson's that team.
Yeah.
They're not going to be good.
No,
and they weren't good.
No.
Has there ever been a franchise player treated so poorly as Carlson has been?
Ooh. Can we answer this next episode? So can I do like some homework? Because we can
do homework and talk about next episode. But just off the top of your head, like, do you think there has been? Because I literally was trying to think about this, and I couldn't find a player that was considered the franchise player that, you know, like, has been treated this shitty.
I feel like I remember some stories. I just don't remember who.
Okay, so I'm gonna mark this. We're gonna talk about that next episode.
Put a pin in it. But yeah, I don't. For Ottawa to bounce back from this, I mean,
not only that, there were talks about uprooting the team too,
and moving them.
Yeah, 2 years ago, there was talks about that, and it's like, I mean, they can't sell out games in the playoffs. They're in the conference final. They can't sell out games. I mean, it's just nonstop. It's the capital of fucking Canada. I mean, you can't sell out a game.
Feel bad for those fans who have been there for so long. Well, so long since '92, but I mean, Ottawa's been around for. They've started the league with Montreal, so I mean,
they had more cups than the Hawks at one point.
Yeah, I mean, you just feel bad for that city who's, you know, hockey is their life. So it's hard to think about that getting uprooted.
Some fans in Atlanta, hockey was life too.
All 3,000 of them.
Yeah. But then again, they fucking did it to Minnesota. They did it to Winnipeg.
Yeah.
Quebec.
Yeah.
Quebec. Yeah. So I can see it.
Yeah.
Happen.
But real nasty. I don't know where Ottawa goes from here, or what even the beginning of.
I picture.
The rebuild would be. Obviously, it's probably with moving either Carlson or Hoffman or both.
All I can picture right now is Slapshot when they're all in the hotel room. The goalie is just on the phone. Trade me right fucking now. It's like every single person on Ottawa.
They were saying that Hoffman. Before all this came out, he was like number 3 in trade bait, and he's dropped to like double digits.
He declined a trade to Winnipeg.
Yeah, who the fuck does that shit? Paul Stastny fucking said that's the only team I'm going to, and he had the right fucking mindset.
That's
maybe his girlfriend didn't like somebody on that team.
Yeah, I know.
It's too soon.
I don't know. Crazy stuff going on over there. So I don't even know where Ottawa begins, but. Good luck to their GM and the owners and the players
and the fans.
I mean, good luck to everybody involved there because I don't know what the next step is. Next step for us, however, is the NHL Awards coming up relatively soon tomorrow.
Wednesday.
Is it fucking Wednesday? No shit.
Yeah, the 20th.
Coming up on Wednesday.
So, do you think they stick to Vegas for like good?
Oh yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, 100%.
That's kind of fucking favoritism.
Well,
I'm just kidding.
yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Poking the bear.
Something cool that I read just before we started the podcast. This will be the first time that the 10 surviving members of Humboldt, the Humboldt team, would be together in the same building since the bus accident.
Wow.
So that should be something. It just, I know how many people died in that crash, but the fact that 10 are left kind of really puts it in perspective of what kind of a loss that really is. So
Yeah.
I never thought of it from that way before, from that perspective. But not to get all morbid or anything, but they will be there, and that should be really, really awesome to see them there, and hopefully they can kind of enjoy the award show. But we're going to make some picks now for the NHL awards. I think last year we did the Vezina, the Norris, the Hart, and the Calder.
And the Jack Adams.
And the Jack Adams. Sorry, and the Jack Adams. So I think we did those 4 or 5,
whatever it is.
5, yeah.
So we'll start going from top to bottom on NHL.com here with the Vezina, the best one, obviously.
It's irrelevant.
Vezina finalists, Connor Hellebuyck, Pekka Rinne, and Andrei Vasilevsky. Thoughts?
Gotta remember, it's regular season.
Regular season, not
only.
postseason. So I think it's going to go Andrei Vasilevsky.
It's hard not to go Vasilevsky. He had a rough end of the year, but overall, he was the most consistent, I think, throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
So it's hard not to go him. But then again, Pekka doing his thing. They won the President's Trophy. Hard not to pick him.
And then again,
Hellebuyck.
setting an American record for wins in a season.
And still had more points than Tampa.
Yes. So I mean, this is a pretty even matchup going all the way through the board. And Connor Hellebuyck was a horse all year long.
He really was.
He was a horse all year long. So was Andrei Vasilevsky. But Connor Hellebuyck never complained about being tired.
He's not.
I'm taking Hellebuyck.
Well, that's probably because they ran out of Russian gas in Tampa. That's what it was.
I'm taking Hellebuyck.
Hellebuyck?
Okay, well, I mean, let us finish talking about
I
it
don't care.
first.
I'm just saying it.
Um,
I'll get my pick in.
Hellebuyck, I'm glad. Who you going, Poets?
I'm going Vasilevsky still.
Who you going with, Nolly?
You know what? Just keep it all different. I'll go Pekka.
Ooh.
Won the President's Trophy. Why not? I think it's going to be Hellebuyck, but I'll go Pekka.
All right. Moving along to the Norris Trophy. Drew Doughty, Victor Hedman, or PK Subban.
PK Subban. All had great years, obviously. Again, Doughty. Was he the winner last year? Or was it 2 years ago?
Burns was last year, I believe.
Oh, yeah, and then before that, I think it was Doughty.
Yeah.
I think Doughty is one of the top all-around defensemen because he can score, he can hit, he can play D, he can lead the rush. He's got like the all-around package. It seems like Victor Hedman is one of the best offensive defensemen, if not the best in the league right now. And not only that, he can throw his weight around if need be. And he's got a long stick, so he can fucking just poke the puck. And Subban's just fun to watch. Not the best defensively.
No.
But he's fun to watch, nevertheless. He can fucking drop bombs if he needs to. Yeah, what do you guys got?
I think it's Drew this year. I think Drew gets it. Hedman had some injuries, so he didn't get to play a full season. I think Doughty played the entire year. And PK had some peaks and valleys. Some PKs and valleys.
Nice.
Thanks.
Wait for it.
Yeah. So I think it goes to Doughty this year.
Nolly.
Jarom? Set it for.
I'm gonna go with Drew.
The Doughty again?
Yeah.
The Doughty ball. I'm going Hedman. Just because, honestly, all year he only played. He played 77 games. So I mean, he was only out 5. He only had 17 goals. He had 46 assists, 63 points. He's like the quarterback of their power play. Playing with Stammer and Cooch every night. He's just so much fun to watch. And I don't know. I just gotta go with Hedman, and I think it's his time finally to win one because he's been a great defenseman for the Lightning for a while, and I've been saying for years, and a lot of people have been saying for years, like he's gonna win a Norris at some point.
So I know you guys hate the stat, but he's a plus 32, and the fact that he's a top pair D and is a plus 32 is really impressive. Because he's out there against their top guys. He's doing power play. He's doing PK. I know that doesn't count against
shorties.
Well, yeah, I guess. Shorties. But, I mean, it's still taking up some time and taking up some energy. So, I mean, the fact that he's a plus 32 after all that is, incredible.
It is, but, you got to look at their goal differential. I'm sure their goal differential is huge.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Looking at LA, Drew Doughty played all 82. 10 goals, 50 assists, 60 points, plus 23. And their goal differential was nowhere near what Tampa was.
So that's even more impressive than what Hedman did.
If you count plus minus as a relevant stat.
Which I
don't. But, I still got to go Hedman. I just think it's his time. And, I don't know. I just think it's his time.
Jeremy, you said Doughty, right?
Yes, sir.
Good call. Nice job.
You guys are both wrong.
Calder Memorial. Matthew Barzal from the Islanders, Brock Besser from Vancouver, or Clayton Keller from Arizona.
Wait, Kim, before we talk about this, can we just take a moment to recognize Matthew Barzal and the tree trunks that he has and the speed that this kid fucking has? Talk about a reason to stay on the island for Tavares.
Yeah, no kidding.
Playing alongside good old Brock Besser. Looking at Brock Besser's stats. Matthew Barzal, sorry.
13th best.
Playing alongside Barzal. Could be pretty fun.
Kid's good.
So, looking at it, we got Barzal, 84 games played. Oh, in career. 82.
There you go.
22 goals, 63 assists, 85 points.
63 apples.
63 apples, but 20 goal scorer, huge. Clayton Keller played all 82, 23 goals, 42 assists, 65 points, another over 20 goal scorer. And then Besser, who I think had this on lock until he got hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Almost ended his career, by the way.
Fucking Prince Charming out there. Only 62 games played, 29 goals, 26 assists for 55 points, which is pretty good for being injured and playing on Vancouver.
So here's the thing. 3 god-awful teams here. Minus Arizona, kind of. From the beginning, they were bad, and then they got better. But 3 really bad teams. So I think this is a good sign of good things to come for at least a couple of different teams here. Maybe not so much the Islanders, unless they pull something out of their ass. But
well, not only that, but for Vancouver they finally got rid of the Sedins, so they got some cap space to work with. So it should be fun to see what kind of moves they make. But yeah, that's a good point. When was the last time that all 3 players were in non-playoff teams? I wonder from the Calder.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
I think my vote's got to go with Barzal. I think that's the obvious one. He was just so dynamic, and he took over games. That one video, I can't remember where he was at. I want to say it was Ottawa, where he literally just went around the zone 3 times and then ripped it on net and scored. Stupid. Absolutely stupid.
I would love to see him in a race with McDavid, just because.
Jesus.
That would be fucking fun. They got to be the 2 fastest guys in the league, no doubt.
I want a straight line race, though. No, I don't want them cutting corners and slowing down. I want to see how fast they can go at top speed.
Well, you get that in the corners.
Yeah, but then they got to slow down. I feel like they still got more to go.
Yeah, but then when you slow down and you gain more momentum turning.
I want to see like what the miles per hour is, though. That's what I'm saying. Like how fast they're actually skating at their top speed. I want to see how quick it's actually.
You realize you gain more speed cutting and going than just stop and start.
He's a goalie. He doesn't know this shit.
He doesn't.
It's too. I feel like it's too sharp of a turn, though. Am I wrong there?
No.
Just worry about your blue paint.
Crossing over it, you gain a lot of speed.
Okay.
And you come out faster than just going from goal line to goal line.
I obviously don't cross over. I just shuffle my way along.
You just fall over.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't mention that. Benders are champions, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, we did the thing.
Yeah, we did the thing. We had a great time. It was a big win. I didn't think we were going to pull it out there for a hot minute. But we won. What was it, 6-4?
Yes, sir.
6-5.
6-5.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. Just because I don't think I've ever gone an episode since the trade, Nicholas Tramelson. Just Nicholas Tramelson. Honestly, I want to say Besser just to be the fucking nerd that goes opposite of everyone always. But yeah, I got to go Barzal with this one. Just the way he played. Honestly, if Besser didn't get hurt, it's his unlock. But him getting hurt, just Barzal. I got to go Barzal. Jack?
13's best.
It's very medium.
Barzal.
It's a very medium number.
Oh, it's gonna win a Calder Cup, or not Calder, Calder Trophy.
It's not a guarantee.
Yeah, 13 might be best, but Brock Besser and Clayton Kelly together is 69. So
yeah, frick off.
Fair, extremely fair.
Yeah.
Where's the heart? All the way up. Oh well, we can't see it.
Jack Adams. Jared Bednar for Colorado, Bruce Cassidy for the Bruins, and Gerard Gallant for Vegas Golden Knights.
I think we all know who this one's going to go to.
If there's even a thought on this one.
Honestly, there is. Because all three of these guys did unbelievable job. I mean, Boston was not supposed to be where they were this year. And I think Cassidy did a great job with that team. And then Colorado, one of the best turnarounds out of any team ever, probably, because they literally had the least amount of points any team's ever had in the cap era, and go to make the playoffs. I mean, that's a huge fucking turnaround. And I mean, you could say it's Duchesne, or you could say it's the coach. You don't know. I don't know. You'll never know. But obviously, then there's just Gerard. And it's hard. You can't not pick him.
You can't not pick him.
Yeah.
Inaugural season with a team full of
misfits,
potentially mostly nobodies. I mean, it's got to be Gerard.
Yeah.
And I don't know. And not only that, but just the way the players talk about him.
Yeah, pure respect.
Yeah, there's not a single guy on that team that doesn't seem to like.
Yeah.
And it was the same thing when he was in Florida. It's the exact same way the players felt about him in Florida. So it's like, it is genuine.
Yeah, and which sucks because the players were definitely pissed when he got canned in Florida, and not only that, but the way he got canned.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Florida.
Yeah,
you got to be better than that. Fucking leave your rat attitude. For the playoffs.
You don't make it. God. So yeah, I think that's all three.
I think that's unanimous
for Gerard.
Yes.
And then if the page loads, we'll tell you about the heart.
Taylor Hall, Anze Kopitar, and Nathan McKinnon for the heart. I think the surprise in there is Anze Kopitar.
Yeah,
we were talking about this at work today. When was the last time that Crosby wasn't up for this award?
Crosby or Ovechkin?
Yeah, it's probably been a while, no?
Well, it probably is concussion season.
And that was what, like?
I don't know. He wouldn't remember anyway. God.
Brutal. Yeah. So Taylor Hall had that incredible point streak on a
medium,
I guess, average New Jersey squad. kind of put him on his back while Corey Schneider was, sitting with his finger up his bum. He absolutely did. Yeah, there is no kind of. But yeah,
not only that, I know the playoffs don't count in these, but fuck, I think they had like 10 points in the whole playoffs. And he had nine points on, or 10 goals, and he had 9 points on, or something like that. Like, the guy was a fucking. He's got an A already, and it's obvious why. He's a superstar. Edmonton's fucking dumb for trading him. It's funny because Edmonton needs a winger for McDavid right now. And hey, look, you got a fucking superstar out in New Jersey putting a team on his back to get into the playoffs, and he could be playing with McDavid right now. Fuck you, Edmonton. So yeah, I think you guys know who I'm picking, and we're not even going to talk about the other two.
So Andrei Kopitar had one of the best turnaround seasons in recent memory, to be honest with you. He had, I think, 52 points last year total. And then this year, he completely turned his shit around and had 92 points, 35 goals, and 57 assists. So
he Colorado Avalanche this season.
100% he did. It was incredible turnaround. A lot of people were talking about how Kopitar's done. He doesn't have anything left. So, I mean, good on him. For somebody who was mostly just like a Selke Trophy finalist, nobody ever really thought of him as like a goal scorer type of a guy. He goes up and he throws up 92 points. So, too bad he couldn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Too bad he couldn't do that in the playoffs against Vegas. But, once again, playoffs still fun. And then, finally,
this is literally Taylor Hall 2.0, but less of an extent.
Nathan McKinnon, 97 points, 39 goals, 58 assists in 74 games. Had 1.31 points per game, which is only second to the one, the only Connor McJesus, who had 1.32. So, I mean, kid's good. Kid's real good.
Yeah.
I remember I went to the one Hawks game I went to, was Hawks against the Avalanche, and McKinnon literally stayed in the same spot for the final 5 minutes of warm-ups and just went had the D at the point, give him a cross-ice pass, and he was just doing one tease. And it was just so beautiful. They were passing back and forth, and it was the exact same situation that they were putting themselves in for the power play. He ended up scoring, I think, 2 power play goals. No, he had a power play goal, and he had a power play assist that came from that spot. So, I mean, guy knows what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely a bright spot for Colorado. I mean, there's not much else to say. He put the team on his back just as much as Taylor Hall did. Yeah, I mean, he was awesome this year. He was a lot of fun to watch. He's another guy that's got fucking wheels. But yeah, I mean, all three of these guys are just a lot of fun to watch. Like you said, Kopitar definitely got the surprise nod for the third spot, I think. But I'm gonna stick with my boy Taylor, because I've been saying it all year.
I'm gonna do the same. I think he deserves it the most. Not that he worked harder than anybody else on this list. I don't think that's kind of what we're basing this off of. But I think the situation that he was put in and the outcome that came out of it, right, was just far superior to anything that anybody else had done at this point. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Taylor Hall myself.
Taylor or Tyler? I'm going with Taylor. Like, when they got drafted, Taylor, Tyler.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Thanks for coming.
Taylor and Tyler second. Gotcha.
Seguin. Jarom?
Yeah, same.
No. Thanks for getting your input in there.
Mm-hmm. As you're tweeting, you jackass.
I could be talking the entire time. You guys want to hear me anyways, so.
Yeah, that's accurate. But yeah, those are the 5 that we're gonna go over, and I'm probably gonna win again.
Kid wins once. Oh, I'm gonna win again. Oh, I'm way ahead. Oh man, I'm fucking so sick. I let everything go in glove side. Just kidding. It's all blocker side now. I don't know. I'm gonna let everything go in.
I don't win in fantasy, so I'm gonna revel in these moments when I can, while I can.
Yeah.
So
honestly,
it's taking the little victories here.
Yeah. Well,
Don't kill my spirit.
Hey, Don't be a sore loser. Don't be a sore winner. That's what I like to
I'm not
say.
being a sore winner.
You are.
I'm being a happy winner.
No, sore winner.
I'm not sore. You're gonna be.
No, it wasn't against me. See, I am.
Whatever.
Moving wings, I'm sore.
For real.
But yeah, next on to our
Favorite new segment.
favorite
Sign
new riding pine.
No.
Here,
Can you
go to pine for pal. Sorry.
Just for old time's sake, because we miss it.
Sorry, Mr. Petzinger.
Oh my God, you have to tell that story. So my dad went over to my house to do laundry a couple weeks ago, and he was talking about the podcast, and he goes, "Hey, what the hell is Rat Pat Paw Pat?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Nolly. When you guys are doing Riding Pine," he goes, "You Rat Pat Paw Pat." He's like, "What the hell is that from?" I was like, "That's just Nolly being an idiot. I don't know. There's no other explanation for it."
Oh my god, that's great.
So yeah. I say try.
God damn it. Okay.
So let's go.
So the sign trade buyout for this episode is Pecorine, Marc-Andre Fleury, and Carey Price.
The most irrelevant. Fuck you. Hey, but also it's on Darren Panger, so
It is on the Panger, so
it's kind of makes sense.
yeah,
Not
it's
relevant.
it's perfect.
Makes sense.
It actually kind of is relevant.
No, it's not.
Whatever. So I'm gonna kick her off here since I feel like it's a goalie thing. I feel like I should go first.
Whatever, dude.
I think what I'm gonna do is I am gonna buy out Marc-Andre. I'm gonna trade Pekka, and I'm gonna sign Connor Help
Wow.
sign Carey Price.
Bucky on your mind?
You didn't want to draft him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Explanation, or
So,
just gonna
here we go.
throw it out there.
Here we go. Marc-Andre Fleury, as incredible of a year as he had, I don't see him recreating that. I don't see him. I don't know. I don't see that same performance happening. I feel like it's going to be much weaker next year. He's getting older. I'm not sure how old he actually is right now. I want to say he's like either early 30s or
I believe
maybe
he's
towards mid 30s.
I believe he's 33.
Drafted in 05, so he's probably 18 then. It's been 13 years, so
33.
Is he 33?
Yes. He'll be
So, I mean,
34
he's
in
not-
November.
34. So
Yeah.
he's not old per se, but I mean, guy's been to 3 Cup finals in a row. I mean, I just feel like it's got to have some wear and tear on him. The way that he plays, his style of play too, it's got to have some wear and tear on the body. So I don't know how much longer he can keep that up. Trade Pecorine because I feel like he's got the most value out of the 3 of those at this point in time. Carey Price has kind of gone downhill. Marc-Andre Fleury, like I said, is getting older. Pekka, I think, has the most trade value, although it would be stupid for Nashville to trade him. I just feel like he's got the most value out of the 3.
But we talked about this. We're going off if you had all 3 in your system on your team.
All right, then I would.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Okay, well then, yeah. In that case, I would trade Pekka and keep Carey Price because I feel like Carey Price has the most talent still out of all of them, even though it might not show out. He's been on such a shitty team for so long. I feel like it's just buried under just miles and miles of depression. So, I mean, I feel like Carey Price is still the best goaltender in the league, even though he has the injury bug every now and again, and his team hasn't been all that good. I feel like he is still one of the best goaltenders.
Oh
in the
my
league.
god! I just went to go look up how old Carey Price was, and one of the top stories for him is Canadian fan starts a GoFundMe page to support Carey Price. Holy shit!
They get it. If only Mark Bergevin got it.
All right,
Jarom, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I'll sign Price. same reasons what Poetz said. Probably got the most potential for the younger age, and he still is a great goalie with the shit team in front of him. However, I would buy out Pekka Rinne because he is 35 years old.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Oh.
He is the oldest, and he is the tallest. So you know his body's got wear and tear.
I didn't know that.
And I would trade Marc-Andre Fleury because, some team will buy or definitely pay big for him, especially based on the year he's had and the history he has as a player.
So, I would not do what you guys did. I would buy out Pekka because, like you said, he's older, and it's shown that he folds under pressure. He's not good in the playoffs. He just can't seem to win. So I would buy him out. I would trade Carey because, like you guys said, he has the most potential, and everybody knows he's still the best goalie in the NHL right now, and even in the world probably. So I think I would get the most out of him.
Fair.
And I would take Fleury because he's hot right now. And if you have good D in front of him, he doesn't need to stand on his head every night. So I'm keeping Fleury.
I think that's what might have made him so good this year, though. The fact that he really didn't have the best D in front of him, and they really heavily relied on him. I think he's one of those goaltenders, kind of like Ryan Miller, who really they live off of being the guy that you rely on. So with Pittsburgh, their defense was always pretty stagnant, pretty good. Not stagnant, but there's another S word I'm thinking. I think stalwart, maybe? I don't know. Solid, yeah, we'll go with solid.
Dumb it down, Poetz.
Sorry. They've always had a really solid core back there, and after a little while, they didn't really need to depend on him as much. So I think that kind of changed his play. I think he plays his best when he needs to be the guy that is leaned on.
But as he gets older, I don't think that's going to work out in his favor.
Do you also think, though, his year that he had to was because he kind of had something to prove? The last two seasons.
Absolutely.
Yes, the last 2 seasons he got replaced. His goal crease got taken away from him. It's been a key part of the season. And then he got offered up for the expansion draft. I mean,
over a rookie?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-time Stanley Cup champion in his rookie season, though. I don't know. But that's just what I would do.
Interesting. I think is it too late to change mine now that I know that
Nope.
Green is 35?
Nope.
Yeah, you're right. Change it twice.
Yeah, you're stuck.
Damn, I
Mr.
can't believe
Goalie.
he's that old. Holy cow.
Holy jumping.
Holy jumping.
Yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, guys. Yep, so that's our new favorite segment. If you guys have another one, send it in. Those are outstanding. We love them.
Don't forget there's Running Pine as well.
Makes you think.
Yeah.
Yep, there is a running pine as well.
I think I might have one, a signed trade and buyout for if we do a draft episode. I might have one.
Yep, I'd be down for that.
All right, cool.
But yeah, I think that about wraps it up. Anybody else got anything left?
Coach Poetz.
You want to do the outros as Coach Post?
Coach, it's Coach Poetz again. Thanks for having us, and thanks for listening. And for Coach Poetz, Nolly, and Jarom, bye-bye.
Follow the guys on Twitter at WCBP, on Instagram, WCBPodcast, and like them on Facebook, the Windy City Benders Podcast. The Windy City Benders Podcast.